Thanks everyone for taking the time to watch this video today. My name's Jeff Anderson and I'm on our e-commerce team here at Ingram Micro. And today we're here to show you a new portal that we've introduced for our Cisco partners that we call the Partner Go portal. And this portal is something that we've developed for all of our Ingram Micro partners who sell Cisco to help give a better tool set and better visibility for quoting and ordering Cisco, as well as getting improved order status information on all of your Cisco orders with Ingram Micro. And this portal is something that we've been working hard as part of a larger redesign of our website to offer more self-service tools. And something we'll be continuing to do this year and beyond is adding additional self-service tools that you can use to get things done easier than you ever could before. But today we're here to talk about the Partner Go portal. And specifically today, this is a tool that's available for all of your Cisco needs. And it's going to cover three main areas that we'll take you through today. First is quoting. We'll show you how you can integrate our Ingram Micro website with your Cisco CCW credentials to retrieve estimates that you've created in Cisco CCW, as well as apply any DART pricing that you've been approved for to get a live quote on the spot, self-service, directly within our tool in a matter of a couple of minutes. Much easier and faster than any of the methods that we've offered previously. We're also going to show you some improved methodology for ordering on our website. Previously, for ordering Cisco with special pricing, we required you to contact us manually, to contact your sales rep to place all orders. And now in the Partner Go portal, you'll be able to place drop ship orders direct from Cisco through the Ingram Micro website. And this allows you to retrieve those quotes that you created in the first step, drop an order into our system, and directly onto Cisco in one automated step. And finally, we've improved the order status information that you'll get from Cisco, especially when it comes to those direct ship orders or orders that are not fulfilled from Ingram Micro warehouses. We've built APIs in the background between Ingram Micro and Cisco that allows us to give you live up-to-the-second information from Cisco on the status of all those orders. You'll see their order status numbers, their confirmation numbers, their transportation tracking numbers, SmartNet contract numbers, everything you need for status on your Cisco direct ship orders or drop ship orders that were never available in our portal before. So we're pretty excited about all three of these things and think that they will offer you a much greater tool set for managing your Cisco business. And for the rest of this video, we'll give you quick demos of each of these three areas and how you can take advantage of them in the Partner Go portal. I'm going to start by going through order status because we think it's the area that all Cisco partners will get benefit from no matter how you order. Even if you choose not to use our portal for quoting and ordering, order status is available for every Cisco order that's placed with Ingram Micro, no matter how you order, through the Partner Go portal, through EDI or XML, or even manually through your sales rep. However you place orders with us, you'll get benefit of this order status tool. Let's take a look. I'm going to jump over to the live website and show you where to find the Partner Go portal, as well as how to access order status information. And you'll see that I'm logged into our website, ca.ingrammicro.com. And across the top is our main menu system. You'll see a dedicated menu for Partner Go. And at this time, Partner Go is only available for Cisco, and we will be adding additional vendors in the future with more information on that to come later. But for now, Cisco is the only option you'll see within Partner Go. And there's a few areas in the main menu. You'll see dashboard orders, estimates, quotes, darts, all the stuff is available here for you. And we'll walk you through what each one is. But the first thing we're going to show you is order status. So all of your Cisco orders are consolidated together in this orders section of Partner Go. And it shows different information than our regular order section of our website that's intended for all of our vendors and all of your orders. We've expanded the information in the Cisco section. So if you know you're looking for a Cisco order status on a Cisco order, then I'd recommend you come to the Cisco Partner Go orders page rather than the regular orders page on the regular website. So when you come to the Cisco menu and click on Orders, you'll be taken to a order search page where you can search for any of your previous orders, any current or previous orders that you have on order with Ingram Micro. Here's some test data here that it's just on a test account that I'm logged in as on our website. But when you log in with your account, you'll see all of your orders with us and their status with us. And one of the most important improvements we've made in this order status page is showing the Cisco ISO number, or the sales order number with Cisco. And that's the order number that Cisco generated when we placed that order with them. Previously, you had no way of seeing that. We will now show that number when that order has been booked with Cisco. So if I switch to a kind of a static screenshot here, I've grayed out some areas of confidential information on a real customer. But what you'll see is when you come to our website and look in the Cisco ISO column, you'll see one of a few different values. Some of them might say pending. If it says pending, you know that's an order that we have not yet placed with Cisco. Maybe you've just placed with us recently and we haven't yet processed it, or maybe it's a license or SmartNet order waiting on some serial numbers or something like that, means it has not been placed with Cisco. So anything that says pending, we haven't ordered yet. If you think we should have, you may want to follow up with your rep, but that's what you know when it says pending. If it says IM stock or Ingram Micro stock, that's an order that's coming into our warehouse. It's shipping from our warehouse, not from Cisco directly. And that's what we'll show you here. Knowing it's a stock order, you'll be able to click into the order to get status information on that order. But all stocking orders will just ever show IM stock. But if it is an order that's being placed directly onto Cisco, like a licensing or SmartNet or hardware being drop shipped directly from Cisco, it'll say pending before we place the order. And after we place the order, it will show the full Cisco ISO number. And this tells you that it has been booked with Cisco. It gives you that number as a confirmation. And that number can be very valuable to a Cisco partner because it's often requested by the Cisco account managers or channel account managers when they're tracking deals, especially at month end and quarter end. They often ask our partners for the Cisco ISO number. So you can now look those up directly yourself by coming into our orders area and searching for the order in question to find the Cisco ISO number. When you're searching on the site, there's lots of options to search by. You can search by your PO number, our order number that we may have given you, the ISO number you know it, or even a serial number if you have it on a previous hardware shipment. You can also search by date range to find any of the orders you're looking for. But all of your orders from Ingram Micro will be visible here, all your Cisco orders. When you find the order you're looking for and click on the order name, you'll see you go into an order status screen, a more detailed order status screen. And what you'll find on here is, again, especially when you're looking at an order that is shipping directly from Cisco to you, much more expanded information than we ever offered before. I mentioned we're showing that Cisco sales order number, which is very important, but we're also showing live information from CCW. Every time you open this order details screen, you'll get live tracking information, estimated ship dates, serial numbers, contract numbers, whatever's available from Cisco in CCW for information, you'll get live within our website without having to go to cisco.com. And this information is presented to you in an order summary on the first tab that you'll see called Order Lines here. But then it's also available in summary views across these tabs across the middle. So for example, if I were to click Tracking Numbers, it would show me just the lines that have tracking numbers assigned to make the tracking numbers easier to find. Same thing with serial numbers. If I click Serial Numbers, it shows just the serial numbers that I'm trying to find. This is a static screenshot, so I can't demo that, but you'll see that when you get into an order, you can drill down to the information that you're looking for. Carrier tracking information is a clickable link that takes you to the carrier tracking site, gives you the detail again directly from Cisco and the carrier that's live up to the second when you click that button. The other new functionality that we've introduced here on this page is a notifications button in the top right. And these notifications are something you can subscribe to on a per order basis so that any future status changes for this order will generate an email notification to you about that order. So if you click notifications and just enter one or multiple email addresses here, anytime there's a status change with Cisco, we'll send you an email. And this can happen if the estimated ship date changes, or if it actually ships, or if the order closes out, or any of the cycle changes that could happen on Cisco's end. You'll receive a proactive email notification about that order. Very helpful for those orders that you're trying to track extra closely or want to receive proactive notifications on. You'd subscribe to those on a per order basis. So all this information is new and expanded and live from Cisco's environment, so you're getting current, accurate information for all of these Cisco dropship orders. Here's a screenshot of that tabbed interface I mentioned, that if you go from the Order Lines tab to the Serial Numbers tab, you'll see it kind of gets rid of all that extra information that we saw on the first screen and just shows serial numbers, so you can get to them quickly. Same thing as an example of the Tracking Numbers tab I mentioned. It gets rid of all the extra information and just shows you carrier tracking numbers. Okay, it works the same with SmartNet contract numbers as well as any license keys, pack activation keys, things like that. Helps you to find that information faster and easier than drilling through lots of information on the main summary tab. And that's it for order status. I certainly encourage you to give it a shot, try it out. You'll be able to get order status information much faster than we ever could before, certainly much faster than having to call in or email in for these orders. You'll have it at your fingertips when and how you need it. Please give it a shot for all of your Cisco orders. I wanted to move on to quoting now, and quoting, the way we're doing it is integrating our website with Cisco CCW, because we know that you're already creating estimates with Cisco. We're allowing you to retrieve those into our site to quote them. Same thing as darts, any darts that you've been approved for special pricing, those exist in Cisco CCW as well as our quoting tools, but you'll be able to now retrieve both of those in our website. And the approach you're going to take for generating a self-service quote in our website is by starting with a CCW estimate. That means creating an estimate in Cisco's site with your own CCO ID, your own Cisco.com login, that you create create the estimate, bring it into a fully approved complete status in Cisco's site, and then you'll be able to retrieve it in our site, apply a DART to it to get your special pricing, and receive a quote. So really the only requirement for doing self-service quoting on our site is knowing how to create your own estimates in CCW. We're not going to cover that today in this demo. If you need assistance with that, that's certainly something that Ingram can help you with, or maybe your Cisco CAM. Let us know if we can help you with that, and we can do training for how to create estimates in CCW. But we're going to assume that you're a Cisco partner and you know how to create your own Cisco estimates. So let's go to a live demo of creating a quote in our website. As I mentioned before, when you're on our main site, you'll see a Partner Go menu across the top. And the areas that you're going to use for creating a quote are these three here: estimates, quotes, and darts. Estimates are where you're going to go to view and retrieve any estimates you've created in Cisco.com. Quotes are where you can see previous quotes you've created with Ingram Micro. And darts are a list of any darts that we have approved for your account that have been sent to Ingram Micro by Cisco as an approved dart or special pricing. So maybe you want to look those up. So we'll walk you through how each of those three work. There's also a dashboard section up here at the top that if I go to, you'll see gives a bit of a summary of each of those sections. So when I go to the dashboard area, I'll see the order section we saw previously with some top 5 recent orders. Your estimates with recent estimates, quotes, and darts all show your recent information in case you need to access a recent item quickly. And for the estimates area, when you first come to this Partner Go page for the first time, you'll see this message, load your CCW estimates. And what we're asking you to do here is to synchronize all of your estimates from CCW into our portal so that you can then retrieve them for getting a quote. This allows us to get the entire BOM or bill of materials that you've built in your estimate as the basis for our quote. So the first time you come to either the dashboard or the estimates area of Partner Go portal, you'll need to hit this Sync to CCW button. And when I click that, it's going to punch you out to Cisco.com and ask you for your Cisco username and password. So you'll provide whatever username and password you normally use for Cisco.com. And I'm logging into the Cisco site. If I show my URL here, it's the Cisco.com site. It's not the Ingram Micro site. Ingram Micro is not recording or storing or even seeing your username and password credentials in any way. You're logging into Cisco.com and they're providing a token for us to retrieve your estimates. So from a security perspective, we don't see or store or have access to your password in any way. But once you've synchronized your estimates, you'll see this estimates list is populated. And if I go view all, it shows you all of the estimates that you have access to with that Cisco.com user ID that you just logged in with. If you need to log in with a different one, you can click this button to sync to a different CCO ID and log in again. But generally, our partners usually use one at a time, so you can stay logged in with this one. It shows you all your recent estimates available here. Also gives you a button to create a new estimate. If you don't have an estimate that you want to quote for, if you click that Create button, you'll see a new tab opens. Lost my tab. That punches you out directly to Cisco to create an estimate in their site. And that doesn't seem to be working right now, so I will move on from there because I have one created already. But we'll figure out why that's not working and get that fixed. But that allows you to create a new estimate or modify an existing one. But if you have an estimate you've already created prior to coming to our website, you can search for it here in this interface and use it as a basis for your quote. So I'm going to type in a test estimate ID that I've created in advance and search for it. And because I created it with this user ID that I've logged in with, it shows it to me here as a estimate number. It shows it's in a valid state with Cisco. If it's not in a valid state, meaning it's not fully configured or it's missing some required lines, you will not be able to proceed with a quote for this estimate until you go to Cisco.com and resolve that estimate. If it is invalid, there'll be a link here you can click to go to Cisco.com to fix it. But in this case, it is a valid estimate, so I'll click on the estimate to go into the detail. And I mentioned previously that the workflow for creating a quote is to first retrieve the estimate from Cisco and then apply a DART. And a DART, as you hopefully know, is the discount approval from Cisco that gives you some sort of special pricing. And anytime you receive a DART confirmation from Cisco, we get a copy of it to load on our system and apply to your account. You'll be able to come in here, put in your DART number that you've been approved for that you want to apply the special pricing, and enter it in this here to load the DART. So you'll see what's next is enter a DART ID and load the DART. So I'm going to put this DART number in here, and it's going to call Ingram Micro's pricing system to retrieve a list of everything that's been approved on that DART on the left-hand side of your screen. And on the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see the estimate that you previously retrieved as the basis for your quote. And what is generally the case is that the SKUs and quantities that were approved on the DART may be different than the SKUs and quantities that you want for your quote. So what happens is as you choose which lines, what's next here, you choose which lines you want to add to your quote. When I click Add, the PartnerGo portal will compare the part numbers and quantities you're requesting on your estimate versus the part numbers and quantities that are available on the DART to make sure that the DART's been approved for the right SKUs and quantities. If it has, your line will turn green and it will be added to your quote. I can do those individually by clicking Add each line, or I can just say Add All at the top here to add every line off of my estimate onto my quote. And what you'll see here in this example is line 4 of my estimate, there's been a product mismatch. And it's saying the part number is not on the DART. And it's highlighting this red line here on one of the components of estimate line 4. So this is an indicator to you that the thing you're trying to get a quote for was not approved on your DART. So we cannot provide pricing on something that Cisco hasn't approved the DART for. So your action here would be to go back to Cisco and have this part number added to your DART if it was missing from the DART. But in most cases, what you're trying to quote, all of the SKUs are available on the DART, all of them match on your estimate. Generally, when you get to this step and just click Add All, everything will turn green and allow you to proceed to the next step. But if there is a red line, you'll have to either resolve it by revising the DART, or what I'm going to do in this case is just not add it to my quote and carry on with just these 3 lines that I can get pricing on because they do match successfully with the DART. Okay, so I've matched my DART and my estimate to the lines I want to add to my quote, and you'll see there's a continue here without the lines that were red, essentially is what it's saying. Okay, so I'm going to continue, and you'll see lines 1, 2, and 3. I'm continuing on with my quote. I can reduce the quantities here if I want. If I only wanted one of these quoted, I can change the quantity. I can't increase the quantity because we've already validated it against the DART quantities, and we can't quote you more than the DART's approved for. But if you wanted to quote for a fewer quantity, then you can. But essentially, to get here, all I've done is entered my estimate ID and entered my DART number. And assuming they all match, I've got a Request Quote button here. That if I click Request Quote, it will generate a quote live in our ERP, our quoting system, give you a formalized Ingram Micro quote number, as well as email you a copy of that quote. So within seconds of clicking the Create Quote button, you'll have a formal quote from Ingram Micro with your pricing, with the DART applied, knowing your discounts and SKUs and quantities for everything for this quote. It's really that easy, and it took me a few minutes to explain it to you because I wanted to emphasize the importance of matching your estimate and your DART. But if they do match, really your workflow is to come into our site, enter your estimate number, open your estimate, enter a DART number, and hit Request Quote. It really can give you a live quote in less than a minute to get pricing for all of your Cisco configurations. If I go to the Quotes area of PartnerGo, we went to the Estimates area to retrieve an estimate, but now I go to the Quotes area of PartnerGo. I can see all of the quotes I've created previously in PartnerGo. This one here is the one I just did right now. There are a couple here from previous tests and demos I've done, but all quotes that you've created in PartnerGo are here that you can come in and view those quotes. If you need copies of them online, if you've lost the email, then of course you can come in and retrieve that quote detail at any time from the PartnerGo menu. You can also download email copies again if you lose those. Okay, so we hope you give that a shot as well. As I mentioned, really the only prerequisite knowledge for creating a quote on our site is to know how to create a Cisco estimate using a Cisco.com user ID. But if you're already aware of how to do that, then you can go ahead and try quoting in PartnerGo. The last thing I wanted to show you is ordering. And of course, if you're creating these quotes on our website, you do expect to be able to order them in our website as well. And a couple of things I wanted to point out about ordering. When you come to the quotes area of the portal, as I showed you here, and you're looking at all of your quotes that are available to you, they could be in one of two different statuses here on the right-hand side. You'll see they either say View Quote or they say Ready to Order. And generally, when you create a quote with us in PartnerGo, you'll receive your quote right away. It'll be in a View Quote status. It won't be yet in a Ready to Order status. And when you receive your quote, we also receive a notification at the same time that you've created that quote. And there's some internal setup that we need to do here at Ingram to make that quote in a Ready to Order status. We have to load the Ingram SKUs, configure the Dart properly, and just do some internal configuration that takes us, a few hours, maybe up to a day to complete. And once we've completed that, your quote will turn from a View Quote status into a Ready to Order status. So until that's complete, you can't order online. If you need to order something that's still in a View Quote status, then of course you're welcome to reach out to your Ingram Micro sales rep to place that order for you. You can certainly reference the quote number here and have an order placed for you. Or if you're not in a rush and you want to wait another couple hours after you've created the quote, it will convert to the Ready to Order status, usually within a day. Okay, but once it's in Ready to Order, then you can create an order on our site. The other thing I'll mention is at this time, ordering in PartnerGo only supports creating orders in what we call a single drop ship order. And a drop ship order is something that ships entirely from Cisco's facility, not from an Ingram Micro warehouse. And that means you can use it for licensing, you can use it for hardware that ships from Cisco. But at this time, we don't offer using it for splitting up an order and shipping some of it from an Ingram Micro warehouse as well as from Cisco. That's something we're developing for future enhancements to our ordering portal. But in order to get direct ship or drop ship ordering out quickly, this is the functionality we currently have available today. So just know if you complete these checkouts, they will all be drop shipped from Cisco, nothing from our inventory. If you do want to order from our inventory, you can contact your sales rep to place your order for any of the inventory portion or the Ingram Micro inventory portion of your order. But placing an order is pretty simple. You're going to go again to a quote that's in a Ready to Order status. And as long as it's in a Ready to Order status, when you click on the quote itself, you'll see a checkout button is enabled on the quote. If that's grayed out, that means it's not ready to order and we're still working on it for you. But if it is ready to order, you can click checkout on any quote and the entire quote will be copied from a quote to an order that you can then proceed in a checkout. And you'll see the first step is just validating which lines and quantities you want to order. You can remove lines from your order if you only want to partially order a line. If, for example, I know this one I want to ship from Ingram Micro stock, I can deselect it from this particular drop ship order from Cisco, and then I can order these other lines direct from Cisco by placing this order on the website. Or I can reduce quantities. I cannot increase them, again, because they've been validated against the Dart quantity. I can reduce quantities. I can uncheck which ones I want to order. And when I'm ready, I can press Continue to checkout. And what you'll find is the checkout process is fairly intuitive to any checkout process. It just has some things added for Cisco-specific information. Okay, so I'm just going to put in some fake information here just to proceed to the next step and show you a couple things. The main thing that you'll want to see here is, of course, we ask you for your PO number and the end user PO number so that we share those with Cisco. That helps the orders to be searchable for you in our portal so that when you search for previous orders, you can search by either of those values. At this time, we only offer ground shipping from Cisco. We will be adding functionality in the future to request expedited shipping from Cisco. You can select any ship to you want to your company address or any ship to you want in the step. That's fairly straightforward. The step I wanted to show you here specifically is we do ask you for smart licensing information. And if you've placed orders with Cisco before, you know that many of their licenses are delivered with what they call smart licenses. And they allow you to define a reseller holding account or an end user smart account to receive your licenses. So it's really important during checkout that you provide accurate information for either the reseller or the end user information. It's your choice. If you want those licenses to route directly to the end users, you can put in their smart account information. If you want to collect them yourself and distribute to your end user later, then you can put in your reseller smart account information. If you're not familiar with what this is, with what smart licensing is, then please reach out to your account manager, Cisco account manager, or your Ingram Micro sales rep, and we can help you give direction on what that means, how they work, and how to make sure you're signed up for those accounts properly. But if you've ordered Cisco before, you've likely provided this information to us manually. We just wanted to point out that it's really important to provide accurate information during the web checkout. But other than that, checking out is pretty straightforward. You'll provide end user ship to information and submit your order. And as soon as you click Submit Order, an order is created in our ERP system. It's a live process that routes the order directly to our system. As soon as it's created, you will see it in our site in the Orders area. You can go to Orders to see the status. You'll see the ISO number appear here once it's been ordered with Cisco. These are fake orders, that's why they don't show an ISO number. But all of that can be tracked directly within the Orders portal as soon as you click Submit Order. And that's it. So ordering is pretty simple as well. All it takes is retrieving a quote that's in ready to order status and completing a checkout process to create a dropship order with Cisco. So in summary, order status is something that we think everyone can start using today. Anyone who sells Cisco, you'll be able to get live Cisco-driven order status information on all your dropship orders. Tracking numbers, serial numbers, everything you need to track your order. Quoting and ordering is also available today for anyone who knows how to create an estimate in Cisco.com and then retrieve it in our site, apply a DART, and get a quote. And then once that's completed, go ahead and place an order. This is all live in the site today, and you're welcome to start using it. If you have any questions about how to use this functionality, please reach out to our Cisco team or your Cisco sales or your Ingram Micro sales rep, and we can answer any questions you may have or any issues that come up. We're happy to provide you any support needed. But do hope that this is a way that you can manage your Cisco orders much easier, get faster access to information, all in a completely self-service model. Thanks for your time today. Really appreciate it. Good luck using the portal, and stay tuned for additional enhancements that we'll be adding in the future to add additional functionality to the PartnerGo portal and the Ingram Micro website. Thanks very much. Have a great day.